Are you considering a relocation to Northern Colorado and are curious what cities are actually considered a part of Northern Colorado? We're gonna dive into a map tour today and go over the various cities that are considered a part of Northern Colorado. If this is your first time to the channel, please hit subscribe so you can be up to date on all the latest and greatest in real estate news in Northern Colorado. Whether you are packing up that moving truck or just doing a little bit of research, I'm here to be your guide for all things NoCo. So hit that subscribe button, call, text, email anytime with questions. I'm happy to help. So when you're looking at a map of Northern Colorado, some people will say that Longmont is considered a part of Northern Colorado. And although Longmont does kind of begin your trek up Northern I-25, I typically leave Longmont out of what I consider Northern Colorado. So the first city would be Berthoud. Now, Berthoud has a median home price of $603,791, and it's home to the fairly new TPC Golf Course Community. Now, this is a private golf course community, but they do host several events, have gorgeous views of the foothills. So if you are visiting Berthoud, be sure to check out that place. Now, Berthoud has several other great things going on about it, but today we're just gonna touch on the cities, the median home prices, and just a little tidbit about them as we cover the various cities in Northern Colorado. So as we are moving up from the Berthoud area, if we hop across on the east side of I-25, we come into Johnstown, Colorado. Now, Johnstown, Colorado is quickly developing. It has a median home price of just over $509,000, and the brand new Buc-ee's location just opened in Johnstown. It is incredibly busy still and is the first location here in Colorado. So if you want to check out a Buc-ee's, Johnstown is your place to do it. Now, if you were to kind of hopscotch back across the highway to the west side, and it actually does feed from the west and the east side of I-25, is Loveland, Colorado. Now that's more of a city that people associate with Northern Colorado. Loveland has a median home price of $495,821. It's home to several lakes and the Fire and Ice Festival. They do a really cute Valentine's Day, multiple events, and you can purchase a heart that gets put up around the streets. You can put it on a lamppost. It's all professionally done by the city. So that's a fun little tidbit about Loveland, Colorado. Now, if we head due north from Loveland, and now Fort Loveland and Fort Collins are essentially connecting now as the cities grow. But Fort Collins is probably the most well-known city in Northern Colorado. It's home to Colorado State University, Horsetooth Reservoir, New Belgium Brewing, the Tour de Fat. There's a lot of things going on in Fort Collins, and it is constantly named one of the top cities to live in. So when you think Northern Colorado, often you'll hear people talk about Fort Collins, and they're aware of where Fort Collins is. Fort Collins' median home price is just above $554,000. Now, if we head just east of Fort Collins, you run into Timnath. Now, Timnath is a very long, stretched out city. It used to be incredibly small, but has grown rapidly over the last few years. And Timnath has a great fireworks display, a very cute old town area, and has a median home price of $679,000, just over. So although Timnath is relatively small, it is home to some very nice communities and obviously has a higher median home price than you would expect. Timnath may be best known currently, and this might change, but it is home to Costco. It is the only Costco in the immediate region in Northern Colorado. So when you think Costco, you're going to Timnath, just off of I-25 to hit Costco. So if you head east from Timnath and also south, you run into Windsor, Colorado. And Windsor is home to the Home Downhill as well as other great activities. So go back to my other video and check out my video on Windsor, Colorado, and if it's boring. But Windsor's median home price is just over $571,000. It is rapidly developing as well, just like majority of the cities in Northern Colorado. Now, if you go just further east from Windsor, you get into Severance, Colorado. Now, Severance is best known for being a more affordable city in northern Colorado. It's got a relatively quick commute to Windsor, Fort Collins, Loveland, and has a lot of single family homes being built in it, and it's home to some brand new schools. It still doesn't have its own grocery store, but I'm sure that will change very soon. It is growing just like the rest of the cities, and its median home price is $499,421. So you can see by the median home price why it can be a good option for those looking to get a budget-friendly home in the northern Colorado area. If you go even further east, you get into Greeley, Colorado. And Greeley is home to UNC, the University of Northern Colorado. And its median home price is $413,326. So you can see it's even less expensive than Severance. So the further east you go, typically you can expect to have lower housing prices. Now, the same can be true if you head further north. So if we go back a little bit, back into the Fort Collins area, we go straight north on I-25, you get into Wellington, Colorado. Wellington's median home price is $473,942. It is also growing rapidly and has a brand new school and also more affordable single family homes, and offers more condo living, whereas Severance does not really have any multifamily kind of living. So all of the cities I just covered are the bigger, more well-known cities in northern Colorado. But there are smaller cities that are sprinkled throughout those regions, and we'll just go over those briefly. Evans, Colorado is one of those cities. It is right next to Greeley and almost considered a part of Greeley. It is home to oil giants like PDC Energy and Atmos Energy and several more. Its median home price is $390,538, so under the $400,000 range. So if you are looking for more affordable living, you can look in kind of the outskirt cities of northern Colorado. You also have Eaton, which is going to be just slightly west of your Evans, Colorado area. Eaton has a great little nursery. I highly recommend you check it out. And its median home price is $457,970. If we go a little bit closer to the highway, we get into Milliken. Milliken is also a smaller city, and its median home price is $445,970. Milliken is home to Beef and Beans Day, which has a great fireworks show, tons of great food, and the entire community comes out. So it can be a very fun time of year in Milliken for Beef and Beans Day. If we go further north, you get into Alt, Colorado, which is a unique little town. Now that is literally its slogan, and its median home price is $421,333. You can connect from Alt to Fort Collins, actually the Old Town area of Fort Collins, via Mulberry. And that's why you'll find that there are, first-time home buyers and other people looking to get a more affordable home, purchasing it all for a commute into Fort Collins. And the last smaller city I'm going to mention is Pierce, Colorado. It's known for being a rural or agricultural community. Its median home price is $444,886. Now that we've covered a majority of the cities that make up northern Colorado and oriented you to northern Colorado, if you are looking to make a move, whether you're packing up that move-in truck or just doing a little bit of research, please email, call, or text me. I'm happy to be a resource. We'll dive deeper into these cities and other great things about northern Colorado in future videos, so be sure to hit subscribe. I look forward to being a resource for you here in NoCo.